Hey everybody, what's going on? I am Jamie Dawn, your evolutionary revolutionary astrologer, bringing you your celestial wisdom from beautiful Puerto Vallarta, Mexico. I am visiting my brother from another mother, Oliver. Those of you who know me and follow us, you know who I'm talking about. And I'm very excited to be here. We're having adventures like we always do, and insights, and we're doing a lot of meditation together, and just really enjoying the time here. And so I wanted to offer you some insights for this week and into the next week as we have quite a bit of energy moving around. And also, of course, our card of the week, which is the Hanged Man. And that one is sometimes a little challenging because it's asking us to really pause and to have a moment to just embrace that moment of quietness, that moment of the in between, which is not always easy because we often want to have something now. We're, especially here in this Western society, we want that instantaneous shot in the arm, if you will, the instant results or execution. And what we're being asked right now is to be in this in between space as we lead ourselves into a new moon that's going to happen on March 9th, 10th, depending on where we are in the world. So that's another 10 days from now because we're just coming off of a full moon in Virgo. Hopefully, you guys experience some really good healing, some really good releasing of any sort of things that may have been holding us back from our old mental constructs, old patterns that no longer serve us. Maybe there's great compassion and empathy for yourself, for others that have shown up. And here we have the hangman now that we've gone through that releasing process and preparing ourselves for new intentions. We're preparing ourselves for some new energies. And we're being asked to just pause. And when we pause in that in between space, that's where they feel that infinite possibilities reside, and it can help us tune into our intuition. And the intuitive muscle, that intuitive sixth sense, is so important for giving us a more complete picture of decisions that we need to make, situations that need to reveal themselves. And what we don't want to do is get into analysis paralysis, right? And I think that's part of what that full moon in Virgo was about, was releasing the things that kept us stuck and over analyzing. And now being able to have great empathy and remembering that everything is just a grand experiment. So we got to try different things, have different conversations, that sort of thing. And so right now is not really a time of great pushing, but a time of being in the flow. We're in the Piscean energy. It's a water sign, and it's ruled by traditionally Jupiter and then Neptune. And so we're being asked to just go with the flow, let the universe present situations, give you those intuitive hits, and see what shows up. Then you act on it. You say yes when those opportunities reveal themselves. Okay, let's have a conversation. Let's have some more information. It's a great information gathering time right now. And so here we are also being asked not to put on rose colored glasses. It's very easy to do when Pisces is involved because Neptune is the planet of illusion. It doesn't have boundaries, it wants to dissolve the boundaries, right? Now, with the sun in Pisces, we can be energized by creating, by seeing all these infinite possibilities. But the shadow side of this Neptunian Piscean energy is that we can use escapism. We can put on rose colored glasses. We can deceive ourselves or be easily deceived. Our judgments could be off. So we want to be really careful about that in the upcoming week or so, especially leading into a new moon in Pisces, where we're setting intentions about how we can connect more with this unity consciousness, how we can have more creativity or more compassion, how we can also find ways in which we can blend with the things and the people that line up with our energy. And that's really what we want most. Now, as I'm recording this is on the 27th of February. It's a day before, on the 28th, when Mars is going to square off with Jupiter, and we're going to have a Sun, Mercury, and Saturn conjunction, a stellium. There's going to be these three planets coming together in the sign of Pisces, and as I like to use the term, canoodle. And so it's going to invite us to take risk in sharing our ideas that can result into something tangible. It might be a little aggressive with Mars squaring off with Jupiter here and pushing our ideas forward. So be careful. That's what I say about the deception piece. Let reality anchor us here with Jupiter in Taurus, an earth sign of Taurus. It wants that reality, it wants something concrete. So let the reality anchor us as we express, as we share our ideas, as we allow ourselves to imagine. Pisces is beautiful for tapping into our imagination, which is the first tool in a shaman's toolkit, is our imagination. So we're tapping into all of these creative possibilities. Now, there could be some really good conversations that are happening in the next few days where all these creative ideas gives us solutions to something that has been maybe harming us in the past. We needed to heal. Maybe there's been information that we didn't have that now comes to light. We can have these really rich and deep conversations with someone or with a situation that now offers great healing. I sense also there's some things from the past, because we're also going to be having Mars making a sextile to Chiron during this time. And so the things from the past can come to the surface for us to heal. We can't heal what we don't feel. So our emotions are going to be stirred up. But the good news is Mars is in Aquarius, which makes us a little bit more objective. So we can take a more objective approach when these emotions get triggered. Now, I will say too that in the next few weeks, but especially in the next few days, we're going to be looking at ways that we can express ourselves in our own unique way and be okay with it. People want to judge us, so be it. It doesn't change the fact that we're being authentic. And I think that's the biggest theme in the next few days leading up to this new moon, is continuing to share our authentic selves. I was talking, Oliver and I have been, of course, philosophizing and talking and that sort of thing. And one of the gifts that he and I offer to our clients, to others, is permission to be your authentic self without judgment, without shame. This is a safe place. Everything is welcome. And what often happens in that kind of environment is that there's a lot of deep healing. There's revelations that happen. It's a little disruptive. It's hard, especially if you haven't been living authentically. It's very difficult to embrace this more authentic nature because you're afraid. I get afraid that I might lose someone that was close to me because they knew me as one way and now I'm a different way, right? Or I'm revealing something that I kept hidden for a while and now it's coming out. And what if this person or people group, whatever, doesn't line up with it? That means I could lose them. And what I will remind all of us is that sometimes if we can create space in our lives of the things that no longer serve us, the things that maybe have created mental residue, have drained our energy, like this little pinprick, if you will, even of energy that's getting leaked out from us, right? It's just always running in the back of our mind or the subconscious. If we can plug that up, if we can rid ourselves of some of that mental residue, what we may find is that the universe provides something even better, that next stage of evolution. That's why I say evolutionary, revolutionary. Yes, we are who we are at our core, our essence, but we are constantly evolving. And in order to evolve, we have to go through those stages of revelation, of removal, and then I'll call it redemption, since I'm using the R word. And the redemption not being that we need saving, but the redemption that we save ourselves because we've been authentic. All right, you guys, I hope this helps. Please like, subscribe, share, come find me at when to listen, jamiedawn.com. And I look forward to hearing how this goes for you. Have a great couple of days, week.